Here's the current factor is a lot of people wonder, hey, are we spending too much? Are we not getting enough tax revenue? Is that the problem? What's going on? So we wanted to take a look at two charts to help us answer that question. The first takes a look over these last 10 years at the amount of government spending over the previous 12 months versus the amount of revenue collected over the last 12 months. And look back at early 2015 there, you can see that there wasn't a large gap between the two at the time, okay? And by the way, when you see a gap, the government's got to issue debt in order to fund the difference there, right? So that's one of the reasons that our public debt that you saw in the previous chart goes up. But you'll notice that as time went on there was starting to be even a bigger difference between the gap there, and then COVID happened and this exploded higher. There was no doubt about that. But what I want to point out is over the last 5 years is that the gap has remained really large. What we would have hoped is once we got past the COVID time period and the extraordinary measures that took place during that time that was necessary, that things would kind of go back to where they were before. But that is not what has happened. Much of the spending that took place has been basically codified in where Congress said, okay, this is now our new benchmark, okay? So where we stand now, over $7 trillion of spending the last 12 months versus $5 trillion collected in revenue, that's a $2 trillion gap.